I'm taller and thinner on Fox News. I know you guys are. Great. Well, thank you, Mr. Will. It's truly been an honor for you to be here. At risk of being impolitic, I have to confess that you weren't the first person to be invited to the first keynote to the Disinvitation dinner. We first asked Lincoln Chafee, but he didn't fall for it. I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge that Judge Jim Buckley, who referred before, would be giving this toast if he'd been able to attend this evening. But you see, Senator Buckley was disinvited from New York City after opposing the city's 75 bailout. So for those of you who remember, it's actually the one law that Bill de Blasio may enforce. In all seriousness, Judge Buckley, who just celebrated his 92nd birthday, I might add, which is a great. Well, Judge Buckley is on a riverboat right now somewhere in Germany with his beloved daughter, Priscilla. I know he joins us all in expressing to you our thanks and admiration. I read an anecdote recently about Stephen Crane. He was observing the invasion of Puerto Rico as a correspondent during the Spanish-American War. An American colonel, eager to be made famous, begged Crane to join him the next morning in seizing a town. "That town?" Crane said, pointing in the distance. "I'm sorry, Colonel, but I took that town myself at breakfast yesterday." It kind of reminded me of you, Mr. Will. It's hard not to notice that you tend to get to town a lot more quickly than other people do. It's also hard to notice that you often pay a price for it. It takes bravery to stand up to one's opponents, and even more to stand up to one's friends. And you've been willing to do both, year in and year out, with neither hesitation nor apology, to speak the truth as you see it. What's even remarkable is that so many of us eventually end up standing in that same town with you, wondering how we got there, and wishing that we too had a wound, a red badge of courage, as Crane would write. Please, everybody, raise your glasses in a toast to a man of principle, a man so often ahead of the curve, and to a man who calls things as he sees them, no matter what. You may not be welcome in today's college campuses, Mr. Will, but you've always got a home at the Buckley program located just off campus at Yale. Cheers.